Welcome to the Aldon About Everything exclusive table talk series. Now, on a Sunday like this, we normally be interviewing a prolific entrepreneur, musician, or change maker. However, because of what took place at the Oscars with Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, and Chris Rock, we have to talk about it because you guys have been asking us to have this conversation. So, with us today is no other than my wife and love, Whitney Curry, Akeem Smith, and of course, Justin Smith. I will go talk about and give our views on the recent happenings. So watch it now. The man get up out time seat and box the man down. Well, him never box him down, but him boxing. Yeah?
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
People say him deserve to get the box because him insult the man's wife. Right? And then have some people say, Will Smith shouldn't have done that because August never become December. If you understand what I say. I mean, what do you think? What are the views? Whitney?
Well, first of all, hi everyone. First of all, when I saw the video, I was awoken by the video. And
wake up out of your bed.
Yeah, wake me out of the bed, said, look at what happened at the Oscars. So when I watched the video, my first reaction was, what the hell did Will Smith do? Why? Like I couldn't fathom it. So I woke up and kind of get my head around it, and I still cannot understand what happened. For me, Will is an icon, one of the persons that probably the only famous Smith that I know that, brandish the name Smith and growing up as Smith, other than Akeem, of course.
Yeah.
So growing up on Fresh Prince and Will Smith, seeing a Smith on TV and seeing a Smith doing great things and being such a great movie star, I, look up to him as a role model. So seeing him doing that out of character.
Defending him, woman.
I'm not going to go in there right now, It was shocking. And even the defending his woman, you can do so much things to defend your woman than walking up on a stage, on an international stage, millions and billions of people watching,
this is correct,
to humiliate, because that's what a box is, it's humiliation. Mm-hmm. So him stepping up on a stage, taking the shine away from everybody else, including himself, it's still beyond me.
So if a man disrespect you, I don't have to box him down.
Alright, so humiliation comes in so many different ways. Okay. Right? Mm-hmm. Because it depends on the situation.
So if I talk him attack.
No, even Chris Rock's situation, he was giving a joke. It wasn't even a serious joke. It was just
alopecia not serious?
I'm not saying alopecia, like really and truly the same night.
What is alopecia?
What is alopecia?
I didn't know either.
It's not even a cancer joke or something. Like, what is alopecia?
Hold on. Anybody died from alopecia?
I don't know.
Probably
That's
that
no
embarrassment.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. This is not
So,
to say
when
that
I say that
alopecia is not a serious
You're
thing.
not serious.
but it is not like
What?
Serious.
it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And
Now we're
and
weak
really and
anyways.
truly, I didn't know because I watch a table talk sometimes.
Hold on.
The red table talk
Hold on,
sometimes,
hold
and
on.
I didn't even know
Hold
that
on.
alopecia was a thing.
No, Justin.
Yeah.
Alopecia not serious.
I mean, people are wear wig anyways, so. All right.
Wear a wig if you have a problem with your baldness.
You know, alright, so fine, what you know? The man make a joke. I've seen more serious jokes run. Yeah?
On a regular.
On a regular basis. But you know how me look on it though? I look at it as the man did nothing at the red table talk, right? When his woman, his wife, you know. Yeah? Because if I'm me,
But I think it was a planned interview.
well,
It was a planned interview.
I know. If it was me, yeah, I might not let the woman, you know, but the interview I forgot done. Everything I got mashed up still. If I'm me. Yeah? But a man did nothing about August. August never became September, it never became October, it never became December. But then, you know, a man on stage make a talk and you go boxing. To me, I think that is just some weak fence thing that man. If him did do something about August and then go box, Chris Rock them would have say, Chris Rock, you know what the man say, and you should say it. That's why that happened.
Mm.
That's what I mean think. Okay.
Well, so for the power, I say it seems as if it reached to a point, as Jamaican love say, and every day the bucket go away the bottom, one day the bottom will drop out.
Mm-hmm.
So, not excusing the action, but it would seem as though him just frustrated and tired. Probably not at Chris Rock. And that I think is the most important thing. I don't think it was a Chris Rock thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock get it.
Chris Rock get it. But I never Chris Rock forget it.
In what circumstance do you think that action would have been justified?
Yeah?
What circumstance do you think an action like that would have been justified?
Chris Rock didn't lick him first.
Mm.
Or lick him one first.
Mm.
But him just embarrass himself.
That's it.
That's just really what him do. And I think even after hearing some of the things that coming out after what happened backstage, etc. As I think it was today that the producer, the director for Oscar spoke out and said that SWAT was on scene to arrest Chris. Not Chris, Will.
Mm-hmm.
LAPD was there to arrest Will.
And
Chris Rock said no.
No.
Mm.
Yeah?
So it
Big man
showed
move.
the type of man that
So,
Chris is
big
and the
man,
type of man Will
But I
should
think-
have been.
Yeah, only one man was on the scene at that point in time, and that was Chris Rock.
Mm.
So Will, in getting up to defend his woman, ended up looking like.
But
a
the
bitch.
man laughed though when the joke dropped, you know.
I think that a problem, you know. Him laughed initially and then realized that he
Jada
should have
Biggs.
laughed.
I think it was a situation like him laugh and him a laugh, him look and look.
Yeah, him a laugh and like him really.
I shouldn't have laughed.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
how should I cover up from that
Yeah,
laugh?
Yeah, the recovery.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, but it was a happy wife, happy life situation.
But on a few.
But at the
didn't have
end
an
of the
open
day,
mind.
no, but at the end,
For
kind
them
of.
wife, for them wife.
Wow.
The
Wow.
reality of it too, you know, I think Will is going through a lot. But if he's going through a lot, he should seek help. And that's the reality of it.
What do you mean by
Because-
help? Help how?
Mental health, emotional. How can you walk up on an international stage, not back room, not in a closet, not on party, not the Oscars? This Akeem
So
said it.
you have
He
mental
overshadowed.
breakdown.
It's a mental breakdown.
Okay.
He overshadowed himself and all the many awardees, nominees that were at the show on Sunday. Because how can this man has his career, his lifetime?
No aside. No.
Oh.
I mean, where do you say right, you know? But
Mm.
I never really that me hear about the whole situation. I just the fact say if first altercation for ever have more
Ever.
Oscars between two black people.
Two black
Yeah.
man. Mm-mm.
Look away, you know. And I remember say Will Smith first Oscar that, you know. Nobody
His
no business
first
about
win.
Oscar. Nobody no business.
His first
All
win.
them talk about how him box man on the stage.
For no reason.
No
Because
sense,
a
no
comedian
sense.
is supposed to be comedic and give joke. And Chris, if you know Chris, you watch him stand up comedy, him give real serious joke. That was
That was
a
a
soft
And
joke.
I like everybody say,
was that.
Yeah, it was a soft joke.
That's soft joke.
What about the talk to say? Him run the joke about the joke. And the joke, what do you call it? What was the joke again?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. G.I. Jane, yeah.
Mhm.
And the actress and G.I. Jane had an
Cheated.
affair
Mhm.
with
The
a
younger
younger
one.
guy. So it
Right.
probably they probably
It was
Jody.
deeper.
Yeah. You know, still
Well,
watch
I
that
don't-
kind of
I
thing.
don't.
And probably people are like overthink it after the fact.
After the fact, it was overthinking.
Chris Rock, if you know, Chris Rock is a comedian who can just freestyle
Yeah,
comedy.
very
So
good.
you can just look on you and just build a joke instantly.
Mhm.
So probably want to go because remember that he started with another couple
Yeah, to
first.
the right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
who both of them were nominated, and he said that the man they can't win either
If she-
way.
Yeah.
But if the woman win, the woman win. If him win and the woman don't win,
Mm.
him still lose.
Mhm.
That was the first joke he made, you know. Then
And
the
the
next couple
couple.
was Chris and Jada.
Mm.
So him just a sweep
Will
the
and
room
Jada,
and
yeah.
come down. Yeah. So it was just when I joke with Chris to Jada, just a beat up Jada. So Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane too.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see.
That was
Yeah,
like
that
the
was it.
simplest
Like,
joke
yeah,
ever.
Like, the initial joke was like Chris and the whole couple thing,
Mm.
and one man winning and the one not winning.
Mhm.
So the man can't really win. So him just feel of Jada at the same time. But
It was unnecessary, you know. And
You know-
even though Will is just a man, he's human, but he's supposed to be sensibly in that situation, and that was just uncalled for.
but I don't. Alright. So that he's just a human thing. I've heard it so many times to justify
I mean,
actions.
a serial killer is just a human.
Just a
being.
human. Everybody has
rapist
these-
It doesn't
just a human,
it doesn't
so they can't
justify
just
it.
Yeah,
just
but
It
it's
doesn't
being
justify it.
used to justify and saying, oh, everybody make mistake. Everybody
But you
in-
say it though.
in GP
No, but he doesn't justify it.
or every prison, they're just humans
Yeah,
who
they're
made
just
a
humans.
Everybody
mistake.
have human.
So we have to release them.
No.
Yeah, but they ain't go free.
Then you understand? So this just
Based
he's
on-
just a
Mm.
human.
It's not a- yeah.
It's
not a
poor
justify.
excuse
Mm.
and
Yeah, it's not
justification.
an excuse.
And that
There's
mere
no excuse
persons
for-
are try use to justify.
But just
Yeah.
curious though,
Yeah.
which part cancel culture there?
The what?
I mean,
Cancel culture.
I mean,
yeah, bro, I'm telling my
you're
talk.
not gonna work yourself.
Hold on, man. The table talk, Jada Pinkett Smith dropped one of the wickedest bombs they can drop, right? To her husband, she have how much years in front of millions of people,
Mm-hmm.
yeah? But never hear cancel culture come out and say cancel,
Who
Jada.
cancels?
yeah?
Cancel.
No, who
But
cancels?
Will, I think Will knew
No,
about it.
No. Who cancels? Cancel culture is driven by women.
Mm.
So if a woman come out and say, I cheated, the woman them now go push cancel
They
culture
gonna
on
butter.
Jada.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Will
Especially
come
that
out
Will
and
agreed to it.
agree to what?
To the
Man,
interview.
No.
man, I get to
If they
interview
agree,
them
we're
again
not
too.
going to
Yeah,
Man shed
that's-
tears in my eye, get red off the
Must say
water,
after
drop
that,
out, you know.
Will him said he's
No.
suicidal. You know.
You
After the
suicide.
interview, he said he was suicidal.
Cheap lick, man.
So you can't come and say he agreed to it, then he's suicidal after that. No, that don't make sense.
So he agreed to the interview?
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
never
I
agreed
agree
to
too.
it. What
Never
about
know,
the
so
interview?
you probably
and say
never
he
know.
get burned.
I thought he knew.
And look so.
It's
Shock,
cheap,
man.
man.
Mash up.
But remember, the rumors were out, and then the
That
interview
don't mean nothing.
happened.
That don't mean nothing.
So, but entanglements, you know,
Yeah, but
when
if
after that
Will
happened,
came out and say he had an affair with some other woman, internet would have gone wild.
Yeah, man.
Will.
Twitter would have come out in a while.
Thing.
Yeah, man, Twitter would have come out.
Twitter,
Everyone
everybody.
cheats.
Yeah.
so
But when you want to do it, it's entanglement.
no, that's a Jada something, a Jada entanglement now. Hey,
So,
Women not be cheating.
all right. So,
a man can't handle it.
this is all right.
We are born different. We are born just to have sex. You understand? We don't know. Something where
Females
yeah,
that you know.
yeah, females know.
So
Something where their current partner lack and they see it in somebody else.
Deep.
So it way deeper. So if you say cheap
So it
partner,
hurt, man.
yeah, I know what's hurt.
Hey!
So,
Next question.
we we don't think we can go into this any further than this, right? I think, Will and Jada have a decision to make. I think Chris Rock can handle it like a real G. Yeah. Him, very professional. Because even when him get the boxing and the man just say, Will Smith just smack the shit out of him.
And when he said that, he was playing it off. People could have said it was fake then. But when Will sat down and start cursing at the stage, that's when everybody was like, oh, this is real. Because a lot of people were saying it is fake. The slap is fake and everything was scripted and made up just to promote the show. But when he sat down...
Confession apart, I still kind of feel it was staged. Like a part
really?
of me.
Please. Nobody with the conspiracy theory.
No. A part of it. Probably was staged.
If it was staged, then they wouldn't cut the Oscar feed for US. The expletives
came in the first one came with Japan.
Australia.
Because
they
in America they cut the feed. But they didn't know that they should cut it. Because when the producer, the director there say is when Will did a walk up, them things say I did some comedic banter. Like we're gonna take the mic and run back a joke on him or something like that. So that's why nobody intervened.
That's why the security.
Chris never braced for anything either because Chris said, yo.
But I notice him lean forward.
Because he thinks that's something Will ever
say.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that.
And then lean for the box still.
It's sad.
Rough. No lawsuit, nothing, just left it at that.
But Chris showed a different side of him that a lot of us, including myself, didn't know. Wouldn't have experienced just watching him on Everybody Hates Chris or other movies that he has been a part of, because he showed what control means, what holding back your instinct, because when somebody walk up to you and hit you, no, that is like he's like the biggest level of manly man you can ever see. The strongest thing me ever see.
To show restraint when you have the power, so real strength. Because remember when LAPD come to Chris,
he could have
and them explain him rights and say that was battery, etc., etc. We arrest him on spot.
Walk him out of the Oscar. He
and
said
Chris said,
no.
leave them alone. When the Oscar person went to Will and said, we're going to ask you to leave, and Will refuses, then they were going to use force to remove Will. And Chris Rock said no. So in a case where when Chris had the power to do what he wanted,
he didn't.
He showed restraint.
Yeah.
Alright, so now the question is, them have a deliberation now to decide whether or not to remove the Oscar win from Will Smith.
I don't think they're gonna do that. They're never gonna do that because you have Weinstein man. Actually, they're prison. Them can't take it back because it's something that you win because you deserve to win.
You probably be.
They might ban him from a couple of years, probably 5-10 years or lifetime ban.
Something like that. But
I don't think they should take away.
They're not going to.
No, that's out of it.
That's out of it.
The decision was already made.
Yeah, that's out of it. The only disciplinary actions now is probably
or
temporary ban or permanent ban, basically.
I don't even think they should ban him permanently.
Next 4 years on the next Oscar.
Yeah. So probably two periods.
By that time, nobody don't remember again.
I lie, I tell every Oscar someone
remember.
No, they never forget.
When you talk about a manly man, you don't have to portray violence, and I think we need to talk about that because violence on a whole should not be tolerated or accepted.
So there was no conversation on toxic masculinity. Yeah, because I mean, if a man sit down and feel like say, in a space like that, I saw him for deal with it, isn't that then toxic masculinity? And I don't see much conversation. Like where the conversation that makes sense to be had, I not see, I don't see them being had in the spaces where they're being taken and blown out into proportions where they're supposed to go. I think that was the perfect time for the conversation on toxic masculinity happen. Instead, I see a conversation on, we should ask this though. what, how we expect Jada to feel tonight. Is she the victim?
When after Will hit Chris and Will was walking off the stage and Chris said, Will Smith just smacked the out of me, Jada laughed. Somebody was videoing from behind and she was happy that Will did that. And she's a toxic woman in Will's life.
Victim.
And she's not the victim. Jada is not the victim. And I love Jada and Will. And I love Jada by herself. And I love Will by himself. But Jada is toxic. Right now, I don't know if... I'm not going to psychoanalyze their marriage and how compatible they are. Because, we love Will and Jada. They might, Hollywood power couple. They might Hollywood... Back then. Not in the last few years. But they were friends. They were... Tupac did before gone. Yeah. So...
Friends.
We can talk about that. That's years ago.
Well,
but what I'm saying is, Jada, right now in the Will Smith that we know and love, is not healthy. Jada's not healthy for Will right now. And I think Will have to find back himself. Right? Maybe get over the whole entanglement thing. Even if he find back himself. Because he has nothing to prove. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to prove that, I'm your superhero. You get what I'm saying? So Will should know himself enough to know that, if I'm married to this woman for 20 odd years, even though he cheated or maybe she did cheat, open, but even if they have an open relationship where, they cheat on each other, whatever the case may be, the point is where Will is at now, he is not comfortable.
The marriage they only own
he
one
is not,
person.
Mm-mm.
So will they go on things?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is right now, Will is not at his best. He's not at a good place. And even if you take away himself and find himself and start out his life, she's toxic to Will right now.
Why you Aki?
So last thing I'm gonna say is a couple weeks ago, the whole Jamaica was talk about Silk Boss being a girl clone.
Oh.
Yeah. For defending his own. Never resort to violence in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, I know his story.
Just stood up for his own against the producer and whatever case.
Our dignity. Don't allow them for disrespect.
It was classified by most of Jamaicans as a girl clone. No, those same Jamaicans, some of them are defend Will action. And
he's still a clone.
As defending his woman. You understand? But still was a girl clone, but Will defend Jada. Why?
And it's funny that some of the celebrities are like,
hypocrisy.
And in the American Jamaica.
Hypocrisy.
It is real. It's a real hypocrisy because it's not defending. You can defend your woman in so many ways. You say if me here say Will box Chris Rona back. You get what I say? What I say? No go so. But he did it on live TV, like.
But I see him box though.
You ever like we Jamaicans? We know that box are one of the most insulting, disrespectful, humiliating thing.
No man, any culture.
Exactly. So you know, say you grew up black, right? And you know how the stigma, this disrespectful.
If him feel like if him feel disrespected, because the reality is, you look at the video as slowly as you can. That man felt no disrespect. But after I'm boxing man, him still there laugh. Yeah. Him laugh, go to the stage, boxing man laugh, him come out.
And then laugh while he was crying.
So he felt no disrespect. What he felt was the need. He felt was the.
You deserve an Oscar, man.
Yeah, man.
You deserve an Oscar.
I think what him supposedly feel was a need for do something.
Yeah.
Because him realized that him wife was insulted. Because she was insulted,
She rolled her eyes and shit. But if you are so proud,
she was insulted.
No, but me see a video with her, it's like, oh, I love my bald head and blah blah blah. So if you're so proud and somebody make a joke, laugh. It shouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, your hair is your crown. Of course our hair is our crown, but we put on a wig all the time. If you're gonna be offended by a joke, put on a wig. That's it.
But
Wig so nice and pretty and cheap.
But
You know why I did not know that there was a problem with Jada? Jada wear short hair all the time. She her hair being bald, I think it was just another level shortness.
I never
I
knew
think
she
it was
had
good.
alopecia.
I didn't know.
And if it wasn't for that, most people wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know alopecia be either if we'll never box Chris. Because I don't think it's that serious.
Mm.
Some people suffer because they love their hair, and of course you're gonna love your hair and love what your hair signifies, and black people struggle with that, or afros, and some places where we go, it's frowned upon, it's not looked upon, so we have to wear a wig and stuff like that, or we just can't bother to comb it. But the reality of it is, it was not that serious.
All right. So, in closing, him deal with it away. Yeah? If him feel like his wife was insulted, him couldn't talk to the man about it. Yes? And Chris Rock is a comedian. I've seen far serious jokes run at the Oscars, the Grammys, and just regular comedian show. In fact, I've seen the same Will